to 90 Days with Nana. Happy Monday, Nana.
I love Mondays. It's Monday, right?
It's Monday. Make sure you guys smash that like. Let's get to a goal of getting to 150 likes. Do you think we can do it, Nana?
Oh, I think we could. I think if we really tried really hard and people would call their relatives, dead or alive, and have them come on, just like, and then get off if they don't feel like they want to watch the whole thing. What do you think?
Yes, even dead people can like our show. Yes, at the Rella. Hello, Johnny Stevens. Hey, Johnny. Yeah. Welcome everybody joining us. Okay.
What a cute name, Johnny Stevens. Cute name. Go ahead.
All about 90 Day Fiancé. Which one are we doing?
We are doing The Other Way.
The Other Way. I kept wanting to say Happily Ever After because we're only 4 episodes in, you guys. I'm still not fully on board with this season, but we're going to have fun breaking it down. Episodes 3 and 4, because we missed last Monday because I had to go to Hollywood for a comedy show, which was super fun. And I think we talked about it on the Married to Bravo. Sold out, all the good stuff. I have a new vlog where I take you behind the scenes of the comedy show. It's just a short little one. It's fun. Check it out. Subscribe to Joleen Vlogs. Mods, if you don't mind, drop in the link for Joleen Vlogs, but you can just go to youtube.com/Joleen Vlogs and check that out and subscribe. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers on my backup/vlogging channel.
You are amazing. I watched it. I laughed my butt off. I didn't get through the whole thing because then I got something else here, trying to take my notes. But I shared it, and I got an awful lot of likes on Facebook with it.
Well, thank you, Nana. I'm glad you could get likes through me. Marie, yes. We are so excited that you joined us.
Oh, she's so
welcome.
Sweet. She sent me a little note and just said that she enjoyed. Yes, that just meant so much to me. I said, thank you.
So sweet to Nana, and I appreciate it. Well, obviously, I mean, Nana's the show. She's the star. So it'd be weird if someone wasn't nice to you because you're like the best. So that would be a little weird. I never trust anyone.
I would feel very sad if they weren't nice. And speaking of nice, I'd like to say happy birthday to Shane. All this year, from here to the end of the year, I will not call you Sean. I know your name is Shane. And happy birthday. And I hope you and Stacia are watching.
Did you get a message from Shane saying, why are you calling me by the wrong name? You've known me for years.
No, he was nice enough to realize that sometimes the old mind just isn't as sharp as it used to be. So he did not do that.
Well, good. Welcome, everybody. Smash that like. If you want to support the channel, you can check me out on Patreon, Joleen, patreon.com/Joleen Lunzer. I just keep saying my own name, Joleen. You can also become part of the LEEN team here on YouTube through the membership. We just have 1 tier, or send a super chat during the live. Otherwise, just hit the like. We appreciate you guys. First question of the night. Nana, did you get rid of the bees?
Thank you. I did a can and a half of that Raid stuff. And then I took a whole potted plant and put it over there. Then the next day we'd see a couple little bees and then nothing. And then instead of pushing the lawnmower over, I'm tempting fate, I got on the rider lawnmower and went right over and kind of pushed that dirt down. And I haven't seen them.
Oh, wow. Do you feel better?
I do, but I know they'll pop up someplace else because that's just the time of year in Minnesota for this. It just is. And I would like to say, if anybody's noticing this, because I just did, see these little bumps here? Don't put your sweaters on a hanger. It's a no-no. Wash them, dry them, if you have to hang them up or lay them flat, but you put them on hangers and you have these little wings. See, I could go on Dr. Pimple Popper and get rid of this.
Oh, Nana has a tumor on her shoulder. Am I breaking up for you, Nana? I think my connection's a little off tonight. No?
No, not at all. I'm hearing you just fine.
Okay, awesome, you guys. Let me know if it looks like my connection is getting a little better. I'm looking at it up here, but I am hardwired in. So other than being attacked by bees, hanging your sweaters, and having shoulder tumors, how are you, Nana?
I'm fine. And it seems like every week I go out to the mailbox. And I did put up the new mailbox that Bill and Sarah bought us, and we got it up. And it's really nice because it's got a back on it. Our old one, the back fell off of it, and I just never fixed it. So the mail would be wet. The mail would be on the ground, flying around the neighborhood. So It does have a nice back on it. It's a very big mailbox. So I go out there and look what I get from Realification. I just like to show you I'm a sucker for towels. Sucker. These are super soft and look at how cute.
Upside down. Meet me
And
at the
look
pumpkin
at
patch.
look
So
at
cute.
look at
I
how
love-
cute it is. No, it
Still
really
upside
wasn't. Oh,
down.
there. How did I do that?
I
Oh,
don't
I
know.
see. Oh, I see. It's got two different things. I'm sorry.
That is
And
so
it's
cute.
got-
And you love those vintage trucks.
I love the vintage trucks. And that one, and there's another one, and they're super soft, and they're almost too nice to use. It's one of those, but I don't want to be that grandma where after I die, you go through my stuff and going, oh, she's got tags on these. She never used them. But look at how pretty. Is that cute?
Sunflower Farm fresh pick. That's so
Oh,
adorable. Nana
Thank
and
you,
her hand
Realification.
towels.
I just love
Nana
them.
has a love for hand towels so much that
do.
I
Why is
talk
that?
about it in my stand-up set. So
Well,
there you
it
go.
is. There's something about it. Probably because you don't have to worry how much weight you've gained. They always fit. Yes, they do.
Kitchen towels always fit. Well,
They're
good.
so
Nana.
nice.
We have so much to get to tonight. We have to
Yes, we
get
do.
to episodes 3 and 4. We're probably going to go a little shorter on episode 3 because it's now 2 weeks ago, but we'll
Yeah,
talk about it. And then we'll
kinda.
recap episode 4. We have our Nana notes. We'll go off on our usual tangents and I'm kind of fuzzy. I'm going to bump out Nana. You want to start with the Nana notes and I'm going to re-enter you guys because something's going on with my internet. But Nana, let's get right into episode 4. Okay.
All right. When she says it like that, you guys, that means don't look at the chat. Stay focused. And I'm catching your drift, Joleen. Wink, wink. Okay. Anyway, so I hope everybody's having a good day. And we will start with 90 Day with Nana the Other Way, Season 3, Episode 3. This is called Fight for Love. These people are driving me crazy. Let's start with Sumit and Jenny. Jenny, you are pitiful. Why do you want to be married so bad? I mean, you went this long, and to be married to this man who won't stand up to his parents because his parents don't like you. They think the age difference is way too much. But here's what they did. They talked to an immigration attorney, and the immigration attorney saying, I have the thing for you. You go to the temple, you become a missionary. And the look on her face was like, I have to do what? You go to the temple, you talk to the people there, you pray. And she thought, oh, well, okay, I can do that. And then I would get a visa. And the immigration gentleman said, yes, then you'll get a visa just by being a missionary. Well, it was a little bit more than that. So she's looking into this, and she goes to the temple, and there's two women doing the prayer, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. You have to do it 108 times. They have these beads, kind of like a rosary from the Catholic Church, somewhat like that, but 108 little beads you hold, and you say this over and over again. Well, she did do it. Let's see. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay.
Good job, Nana.
Thank you. Joe. Jenny's trying to a spiritual side now is what she's doing. And the women asked her, they were very nice to her. They says, well, how did that make you feel? She says, I felt all tingly inside. I felt like a vibration in my body while I was doing this. Really? Okay. It's probably because you were so tired. She was parched. You can't drink or anything throughout this. You just sit there and pray. Jenny's trying the spiritual side. I don't know if it's going to work for her. She wants to get that visa so bad. She starts talking to the person there, and it's a person ahead of the temple. He is the head. And he says, oh, you love India. Well, I love a man from India. And I thought if I become a missionary, I was told that I could get a visa. He goes, well, it's not just that easy. You'd be a beginner devotee. This is not going to happen. You'd have to spend your days here being a missionary. Well, that's not what she was looking for. She thought she could pop in and pop out every now and again. I don't believe this is, and here they are now. She's just so needy. She keeps telling him things that he knows she's not going to do. She said, that's it. Remember last episode, she threw the plastic chair through the door and said, this is it. I'm not doing this anymore. And you can see there's 30-year difference? Ouch.
I mean,
No
it's
wonder
just not
the
a
parents.
good relationship, and
It
she needs
isn't.
to wake up.
And so he's telling her, the missionary devotees, this takes years to get a visa through that. So, so Summit cannot choose marriage over his parents, because he's talked to his parents before and they said, absolutely not. We're just not going for it. We're not giving you our blessing. This marriage isn't going to happen. So what she's had to do is stay there for 6 months, then go back to the United States. And then hopefully she can come back in, come back out. She's done this 4 times already. She said, this is the last time. He knows this isn't the last time. So she's kind of get taken for a ride on that one. And what I wanted to do is quick go over to season 4 with them, kind of keep them
Episode
together.
4, you mean?
Yeah, because kind of just go, kind of keep in with the
Couple
people.
to couple. Sure.
Yeah. So there's Sumit and Jenny. And where are they in these notes? There's so much to say about them.
Yeah, so she finds out in episode 4 that it is very easy in India to just get a new passport, much like it is in other countries. Once you've already had a passport and you lose it, you can just go apply for a new one. It takes a little bit of time, but it doesn't take 10 years. The dude is not going to marry a Jenny. I doubt he'd even marry her if his parents died. What do you think, Nana?
I don't think it's not in the cards for you, Jenny. Your best bet now is to cut your losses, get back to the United States, because he isn't worth it. I don't believe he is.
No.
She even mentions that he can't seem to do any of these and follow through on things because his parents do everything for him. So
That's
what?
creepy.
He keeps telling that same old sad story about how his ex's in-laws stole his passport. Okay, that being said, don't tell that to the immigration people when you're trying to get a new passport. Don't say all that stuff. Just go in there, like she took him by the nose, here we go, and said, we need a new passport, and they are going to send him a new passport. All they have to do is they're sending somebody out to his home to make sure that, in fact, he lives there.
He's looking for, Nana, is another mother figure, because this guy is still taken care of by his parents. He's going from one mommy to the next mommy. This couple annoys the shit out of me. Like, I just don't find it entertaining to watch this lady who should know better and is so much older than him chase him around and have to continually embarrass herself.
And she is embarrassing because she keeps trying to be strong, and she's not strong. I think
he's hoping she passes away before mom and dad do, and he can just move back in with mom and dad. And I don't know. I don't think Jenny has any money or anything. I think her story was she had taken all of it to go to India. I imagine all of this back and forth, and with her retirement and stuff, it's taken a toll on her financially.
Well, it has, and you feel bad for her for a nanosecond. Then it's time to go, okay, I got to get smart to myself. That's what my dad would call it. Get smart to yourself. That means listen up, do what's right. Jenny says to Summit, if you're serious about marrying me, just do it. And he's afraid to talk to his parents about this. They do not approve of Jenny. They show him talking to his parents towards the next episode, and the mother gets up and leaves, and the father says, we will have none of this. So, I mean, that's about what's happening with her. The idea of going to be a missionary, I mean, he's just throwing anything at her. When is the time that he stands up and has to do something?
He doesn't have to do anything. He just sits outside. He's like, that didn't work either, babe. I guess we'll just keep waiting. And she's like, no, I'm done. I mean, she's had to go as far as trying to be a missionary at this point. And he looked really ridiculous talking to the gentleman and asking him, so, I mean, if I just, do the Hare Krishna, like just, say it a couple times, you'll give me, citizenship. And he's like, no, a missionary, you have to devote your life to this. She's like, oh, I can't just show up like once a month and be like, hey guys, how you guys doing? I'm still with that young guy. Yep. Still not married, but I'm a citizen. But don't do this, Jenny. Knock it off.
Jenny, put the beads down, pack up your clothes, and get on a plane, come home. Do not come back. Do not come back
Jenny,
to India.
You belong in a Kohl's, spending Kohl's cash, enjoying your retirement by your grandkids and a pool in Palm Springs. You shouldn't be schlepping through India trying to pick up new religions in order to get a citizenship for a man baby.
For the love of God, Palm Springs. Why would you want to leave Palm Springs to go to India? Really? Oh, stop it. She's just not thinking straight.
We've never been to all of India, so we can't say for sure that there's Palm Springs. We don't know if we'd like Palm Springs better than India because we never even been to India. It's a huge continent.
Jenny, you'd like Palm Springs much better. Get home. That's all I got to say.
Because that's what she's used to, her life. But I don't know if he would. That's why he's like, I'll just stay here. We'll just see what happens. Do you have any paperwork you can sign for if you die?
I know. You got anything? Yeah. What do you got to leave me? So, and he, and I'm not saying anything about his looks. He's a nice enough looking man.
He's not cute.
But that's not what it's about. It's about him saying, yes, I love you. Yes, we'll get married. Quit putting all these obstacles and roadblocks in front of it. Just say to your parents, I am going to marry her. And he doesn't seem to be able to do that. So I hate to waste any more of our time on these two.
I will be the one to say on the show, Nana, he is not attractive. He is not an attractive man, both personality and outwardly. So. Did you see if Realification is on here? I don't think she is, but again, thank you for the towels, Realification. If you don't, I will pop her up. Okay.
Please do. I would love that. Okay.
Oh, these two messes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Ari,
oh my goodness. Yes, I have
Ari.
Because we did two, hang with me. We're going to find them. Ariela and Binny. Hello, yep. Binny.
Just say Binny. Ari and Binny at this point now.
Ari. Okay. Right. I mean, we're that close. Yes. Binny takes Leandro.
Yeah, Leandro. The ex-husband. Just call him the ex-husband because that's what he's there for. He's not there for his name or anything else. But they go to the gym.
The ex-husband, he takes him to the gym and he kind of beats the crap out of him. And I love when he has him in a hold and he's got him down on the mat and ex-husband.
Are you mad at the ex-husband? I'm not really mad at him. I'm more mad at Ari because the ex-husband, it's like, he doesn't owe Binny anything. It's her. She's waving these two dudes in front of each other or him in front of Binny to make him jealous.
Absolutely.
And I thought it was a little cuckoo bananas that he tried to tap out of that headlock, that full Nelson, and he was passing out. And Binny's like, "Nah, I'm gonna get you close to death. Then I'll let you go. Then we'll talk man to man because that's what dudes do, I guess."
I guess that's what they do. They get rid of things really easy. Women, we don't do that. We like to hold that grudge for 15, 20 years and bring it up anytime we can. Maybe it would be better if we wrestled each other to the floor.
I'd rather choke someone out sometimes, I think. Mm-hmm.
I think so too. That sounds almost refreshing, doesn't it? Okay.
Yeah. Her new name is Ariola. Yep, Ariola.
She is an areola. She is some of the things that she wears too.
Of Fievel Goes West. Mousy.
Oh, I remember that. Remember you had those. Yeah. That little mouse Fievel?
Yeah, like
wasn't he the movie? Yeah.
Fievel Goes West. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She reminds me of Fievel Goes West. She gets on my nerves because I feel like she's very immature and she just went from relationship to relationship, and now now she's trying to make this dude jealous, who we learned that Binny might have cheated on the hot ex-girlfriend. And the ex-girlfriend, oh my God. I would want to go to dinner with her.
I wouldn't either. And the ex-husband looking at this ex-girlfriend saying, oh my God, she's beautiful. And I think Ariola's very pretty, but she's not in comparison to this ex-girlfriend. This ex-girlfriend is hands down like gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yes. And his current dance partner. So they're both very immature at this point, and they are kind of waving their exes at each other. And it's just, these two have so many damn issues.
And they don't spend any time with their little girl. They have the live-in nanny who works in this family? Just mom and dad keep sending money? Who works in this family? Nobody.
They don't have time to work when they're trying to plan all these dinners and trips with their exes, Nana. They're very busy making each other jealous. That's a full-time job.
Well, it is, and it's so disgusting. And as a woman, I want to strangle Ariola and say, quit doing that. This is how people get killed.
What?
That's how people get killed. I mean, all this jealousy and rage and,
well, I can't control. That's a little Nana.
I don't think it is. This is how these things happen. It's just too much jealousy in this whole relationship. It just isn't good. But I hate for them to split up because they have a little girl.
I think I see what you're saying. However, there's nothing she can do to not get murdered. Do you know what I mean? It's up to the murderer to not murder.
Well,
so that was like 11.
No, I'm still standing by that, because the way she's putting these two men against each other, and Binny has more to lose than the ex coming in. Ex coming in's got nothing to lose, except for maybe, he's already paid for his airfare back and might not make it. But that would be it. But Binny, I feel bad for Binny, because when his sisters talk, and sisters and a brother talk to her, they got her number. They just think she's ridiculous.
She is ridiculous. Thank you,
Kansas
City, for the super chat. Are you going to review the Family Chantel? We've never gotten into the Family Chantel. I probably not, because they were on a season of 90 Day that Nana hasn't seen. So I don't think we will. I think we'll stick to like 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After 90 Day Fiancé, regular 90 Day Fiancé.
Yes, I don't.
The other way.
I don't have that much retirement left to pick up another one, as much as I love doing this and I love having you guys at the chat stuff, but I just can't do another one, you guys. I'm just speaking for myself, what I can't do. Okay.
No, so, I understand what you guys are saying. Like, I know that jealousy is one of the biggest reasons that people kill each other, women and men. I wasn't sure if you were saying don't make someone jealous or else you're going to get killed, because I don't want to like murder shame or murdery shame where people who, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing a woman can do kind of with like domestic, V or whatever, to not get in that situation. They're going to murder if they're going to murder you. Yes, a lot of it's driven by jealousy, but you should be able to make someone as jealous as possible, and they have no right to kill you. So I just didn't want it to be like, hey, don't make people jealous, because that's how you get killed. I get that that's the main reason, but
this is what it happens though. And I didn't say just her. I'm saying him too.
Yes, because, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody should think that, but I think I thought too far into it, too much into it. I think you're just saying
I'm just
this
doing
is a Dateline episode waiting to happen.
That's right. And I couldn't think of the name of that show, but thank you. This is a Dateline ready to happen. Anyway.
Dateline. Someone said in the chat, ID channel. I mean, these murder shows, I literally went inside last night. We had friends over all weekend and we were just decompressing. They left. And I said, Chell, turn on a murder show. Let's hang out, watch a murder show. We did. We watched 2 Dateline episodes and then a first 48 popped up after that. So, no.
Now, do I have to say something before I talk about something that might offend some people? Is that what you do?
Nana?
All right, I'll do that.
The child is a boy, not a girl. Do you say it was a...
I said little girl.
It's a boy.
Well, we haven't seen much of the baby, so okay.
Nana has no idea. Nana is misgendering because she hasn't seen the baby.
I just saw it. Well, we just saw the baby. X got to hold the baby to say goodbye to the baby, and that's about as much, and then handed it back over to the nanny. But I said, when you say you want to decompress and stuff, what I do and what I found, and I know some of you don't like this show, but Dr. Pimple Popper, I'm sorry to keep shouting her out.
I feel like we should review it. I just won't watch it, but I will be here while you tell us all about it.
I found another one that just is so intriguing to me, and it's people that dig out your earwax. Now, I'm sorry. That
one I could maybe watch.
I'm just like, it just helps so many people.
Is that on TV?
I think I'm trying to think how I found that one. I don't know if it's on TV. I just did a YouTube, and there's so many YouTubes regarding this. And some of the things.
Because you didn't want to get a hearing aid. So you're like, I'm going to look up reasons why I don't need a hearing aid. It's the earwax. And then Nana had a doctor's appointment recently. She told the doctor, I think it's earwax. And the doctor said, no, your ears are clean. You're just going deaf.
Yeah, she goes, no, that's not it. I says, well, I've been watching these shows on YouTube, and they pull out this stuff, and all of a sudden the people can hear. And she goes, that isn't this case. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I just thought I'd bring that up. Thank you. Thank you for the copay. Okay. Bye-bye. All right. So anyway, I mean, these poor people, this Biniyam and Ariela, they just, let's go over it to see what more that happened there. I'm jumping over to.
Thank you, Shannon Van, for the super chat. Shannon Van says, Dateline is my God, I'm reading crazy. Is my very favorite show ever. So who I would like to ask, because me and my husband were talking about this, who is your favorite journalist on Dateline? Because you got old gray hair with the smoky voice. You got Lester Holt. There's is it Natalie Morales?
Yes, producer Linda loves these shows, and they kind of freak me out. I will every once in a while watch them though, because it is freaky. I mean, it is. I mean, and we all have been glued to the TV or whatever you watch to get your news.
The Gabby.
Yes, the Gabby. I just, and Morris and I have been talking off to the side, messaging each other about this, only because it's just so sad.
We'll talk about it at the end a little bit.
All right, I'm just saying.
And then because I'm interested in what the latest is. Shan says, getting a professional ear cleaning at the doctor is the best feeling I've ever had. I describe it as a full body orgasm. Oh, don't tell Nana that. She's headed there now. Oh, God.
Let me make that phone call right now as we speak. But I thought if they went in and kind of cleaned my ears and stuff. And then another thing Linda and I did, we went to one of those women's fairs, blah, blah, blah. And you walk around from thing to thing and pick up little, treats. But anyway, they had this candle waxing where you hold your head to
that. Yeah.
And all this gook is coming out. And I just thought, it just doesn't seem right. It seems like their hair is going to start on fire. That would be me. Clean up in aisle 7. Okay. So Biniyam and Ariela.
Skibo's birthday, or Skibo's mom's birthday. Happy birthday to your sassy mom who turned 94 today.
94. Happy birthday, Mom. 94. Isn't that wonderful? Mm-hmm. Oh, I wish I would have had my mom till 94. So Biniyam and Ariela, now we're on the 4th episode, because I just wanted to kind of wrap those people up. They go out for coffee, Ariela and the ex-husband. They don't even invite Binny along. So there he sits, and he's kind of like, okay. And she values his opinion, she said. And Leandro, or whatever, ex-husband of Ariela, did not want kids when they were together, but she had changed her mind. So when she met Binny, she had a child. Are you sure you want to live here? He asks her. Is this really your home? I don't feel it is. And she says this is her home, and that her and Bimmy have a lot of issues before they marry, and they'll get those straightened out. And one of them being that he cheated on her, but we don't know with who. Or is that another Jenny?
What are you talking about?
He cheated on her.
Oh, okay. This is Nana notes. Whatever Nana says is the truth in the 90-day world. What's interesting is right after he chokes out ex-husband and he taps out, and ex-husband pretends to be dead or is really dead and then comes back alive, he then says, did you do the sex? Now, I think the reason that the ex-husband was struggling to speak was because he was like, well, what are you asking? Did we do the sex recently, or did we do the sex ever? Because we used to do the sex when we were married. So I think he's like, what are you asking? There was definitely like a language barrier there.
Okay. Yeah.
He didn't just say, when you were in New Jersey or wherever you were, when you guys stayed together and she didn't tell me, did you have intercourse? He was just like, so you bangity bang, sexy time? And he's like, excuse me? Like when we were married, like what? So him stumbling over his words and stuttering causes Binny to be like, I don't trust the guy. Funny, he never says he doesn't trust Ari. Just that guy. That guy can't have sex with your wife without your wife.
That's very true.
Story. That's a fact.
When she went there, she was 5 months pregnant. I'm not saying you can't have intercourse while you're pregnant.
People still cheat when they're pregnant sometimes.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Did you? You've never heard of that before?
I really am not long for this world. Serious. Why? I just don't get it. Why? It's hard enough when you're just kind of almost average size, a little chubby, to have sex, let alone being all pregnant and rolling around. That would be really tough.
Some people prefer it. Some people are like, like the feeling, whether they're pregnant or they have like a fetish with pregnant ladies.
That's totally disgusting. Okay, they have Vinny's family over, and they have this little fire going, and they're jumping through the fire. It's something that they do.
Yep.
I don't understand it. I suppose back in the day when we had campfires and beer bus and things, we would jump through the fire, but only after a 6-pack.
When you were drunk. Have you ever heard of the people that walk over fire and coals?
Oh,
That's
sure.
a thing too. So,
sure.
I don't know.
To get to coals, I would walk through fire. Yes, I would. Sisters are confronting Ariela about taking the baby back to America, because this is what Benny's ex-wife did. Had a baby, and then he has not seen this baby in 2 years, and she left for America. So they're afraid that that's going to happen again to Benny, and they're worried about it. Quit procreating and making that baby the subject of, the fights. Give that baby a loving home. Anyway, Benny's first wife.
Nana. You should only cheat when you're pregnant, because like Rowan says, it's the perfect time. You can't get pregnant if you're pregnant. Or can you? Has it just not happened yet? Is science going to get us there? What am I saying? I don't know.
I don't believe that would be true. And once you're pregnant, you're pregnant. Maybe our generation didn't know enough about all that, where having pregnant or being pregnant and then having sex, you think you would hurt the baby. It was our generation that kept thinking that, or maybe it was just us wives that told people that.
It would dent our heads or something. You think the wieners? I think a guy started that.
Feel the top of your head. Show. Okay. Anyway,
perfectly intact.
Okay, good. Ariola does not want to explain why her ex is here. And she stands up to the sisters and the brother and says, we are best friends. And she walks off, and she's trying to get her mic and stuff off from behind her. That yellow dress, that yellow doesn't do anything for anybody. That kind of goldenrod, that looked really frumpy on her. I didn't like it. They bid the ex a fondue. She hugs him and kisses him and hugs him so hard. He kept saying, I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. So most of his time with them, he couldn't breathe. Either he's choking him or she's hugging him too hard. So I think he was really
choking him.
I think he was really happy to get on the plane. So anyway, she said that he's leaving. Benny is excited. If he could, he would have skipped to the car. Are you going to miss me? She says. Why are you asking these things? And he was very diplomatic about it, the ex, and said, I will miss you guys. Yes, it was very nice to be with you guys, not just you.
Yep. Thank you for not choking me to death, but please do not choke me anymore, both of you. I have been choked this whole time. Is Ethiopia a choking country? Like, he was very confused. He was going back to Indiana, where nobody gets choked unless they pay for it in a motel room from some chick in spiked heels,
And his last words were, Indiana wants me. Lord, I can't go back there. Okay. And Benny goes, hasta la vista, baby. Now that was funny. He was happy to see him go.
Thank you, Eric Spear, for the super chat. Oh my God, I got it, guys. I know it's late, but Erica Jane gives us Eric a bad name.
Oh, you know what? Eric is a good, strong name. And I don't think that even is her name, Erica. I don't think that is her real name. And I think we'll find that out later. Benny was so nervous this week. And then they have this nice talk after he left, and they're hugging and kissing. I love you. I love you too. He has a hard time explaining his emotions, he said, because after his mom and dad died, he's afraid to show his emotions. So,
sad.
Yeah, it was. And that was the end. And hasta
la vista.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I'm so glad that they didn't kill her ex with all of the choking that he went through. He went through a lot to go there. I'm still wondering how his wife was like, yeah, sure, go to Ethiopia. He must have, because we all know 90 Day doesn't pay very well. So, I mean, do they have any business they're about to launch? Why was she okay with him leaving Indiana?
I don't understand that.
And I had a feeling that Ariola was kind of like, oh, so I shouldn't have gotten pregnant. Otherwise, we could get back together, because that's the thing. Like once someone put the bun in the oven, then it was over. Okay.
And then she said, I always thought we'd get back together. And if this didn't work out, you and I would be back together. Really? Okay. Now, why would you
She just
say that
puts
to somebody?
people on the side. Like they're both very unhealthy in their
Ill
relationship
at
right now.
ease. Ill at
Yeah.
ease. Who else should we talk about, honey? We have so many good ones here.
All right, let me pull up the next
Pull up somebody
couple.
else.
How
Pull
about
up
these
somebody else.
winners? These winners.
Oh, Evelin and Corey. Oh, let me
Oh,
get to them. Hello, Evelin and Corey.
we must talk about the prom dress from hell. Right when he gave that to her, I'm like, is that for a quinceañera? Is that a prom? And then the sisters were like, prom dress, and it was dirty and used, and he thought he could just get a David's Bridal knockoff that he had in the. And how did she not see it? This is a weird storyline.
It is weird. And it is a weird storyline. It has a couple little twists and stuff. I love. I don't love these two, but you know who I love? Her sisters. Her sisters have her back. Corey and Evelin. Evelin has her sisters over to help plan the wedding. The wedding dresses, are beautiful. She's trying on these wedding dresses. Corey surprises her with that dress. She's not impressed. It's horrible. She says it's old and it's dirty. And he picked it up out of a corner and kind of put it in a ball, kind of like what I did with my wedding dress. It wasn't pretty. I didn't lay it out.
So dirty within the bag, though. She had it zipped in plastic. Is it that dusty or was it already dirty when you put it in the bag? I thought the bag was supposed to protect it from the dust.
Not always does that do that. I mean, I put mine in my hope chest. After
yours turned yellow.
Mine turned yellow, and now it's kind of a hot color. It's a tea. They call it a tea color now. It still has the chocolate stains from the Dairy Queen, because right after we got married, I stopped at the Dairy Queen and had a chocolate covered cone that how you get that chocolate on the cone and it drops. Well, my dress went through it, so I still have some of that on my dress.
Oh, I should have worn that for my wedding. That would have been so nice to wear a dirty tea-colored chocolate stained dress I wouldn't even fit in because it was so tiny.
Honey, like I said, I tried putting it on because I thought it would be funny for I think we went on our anniversary, June 25th. And I got stuck in the dress because it was so tiny. And I'm standing up there like this going, help me. I couldn't even get the arm through. It was so tiny. And I thought I was chubby then. That was just disgusting. So it was a very small dress. I never did get into it. Oh, well. And I wasn't kidding anybody. I mean, it was a white dress, but I wore polka dot underwear on my wedding day.
She was a whore. Nana was a whore.
I was a whore. Grandma Frances. I was a whore. Corey surprises her with that dress. And he does tell her it was my sister's prom dress and it was gross. Okay, so let's go to Corey and Evelin again, because that was on the third season 3, episode 3. Now let's go to season 3, episode 4 with Corey. And we did Biniyam, and there's Kenny.
Nana's good. Why don't you go through your notes? Just let me know, and I can hold them over, Nana. But I will say that Linda Anderson makes a great point. It probably was dirty from prom, because I remember prom. Prom's a very dirty time for most people. And so when he pulled up that, I just don't know why this man of 34 years on this earth would think that this woman, who clearly is hard to please already, would be okay with wearing his sister's dirty old prom dress when she doesn't even want to get married in the first place. Here's a way to entice her to want to get married even more. Here's a dirty dress. If you're too poor at this point, how are you going to do the 50,000? Like, she's talking this big game. Why would you think that this lady would be okay with anything less than almost perfect?
I don't know. I think she's hard to please, but he hasn't given her a lot of good times.
Allegedly. This is according to Evelin, who is, a lot of people think that she's using him. I mean, they're just a mess. And then there was like, they weren't together, but they are. Did they get back together for the show? Why was there such a break in their story? It's weird.
There was a break in that story. And that's when he found another girlfriend. It didn't take him very long. She got together with her sisters, and she's got the wedding dress on because she was trying on these dresses. And she's saying, well, I have something to tell you. She married Corey 1 year before, on June 11th, 2019. It was a last minute decision, and it was only because his visa was running out. And if she married him, he could stay in the country.
And they
So
could keep
she
their
did.
business, maybe. I think it was maybe more of a business deal than
Maybe.
love, obviously, because she's just said always, I didn't want to get married. I just want to travel the world and have a business. But it looks like maybe she needs him for her business, because didn't he get her technically the business, or am I wrong? Feel free to correct me in the chat, guys.
I don't think that he did get the business for her. I thought it was something that they worked together on, because they bought that property on, I always want to say the lake, but not everybody's got a lake, Eileen. It's an ocean.
There's an ocean there, Nana. Yep. The restaurant near the beach thing. He paid for it. She doesn't even like him. She doesn't. She doesn't like him.
No.
Sisters hate him. I think the sisters are probably at this point like, we hate him. You hate him. Is this worth it for the paycheck you're getting for this show?
Lipsy and Leslie. Aren't those cute names for sisters? This is my sisters, Lipsy and Leslie. She married Corey that year before, and the sisters are sitting there going, what? And sisters are not happy with her. They called Corey a slut. I loved it.
He is a business slut, because apparently he did Nana buy the bar and he paid $40,000 for that business. So he's running out of funds. And that's why he's like, listen, we got the bar, but in exchange, you have to wear my sister's dirty prom dress that she probably lost her virginity in. Allegedly, maybe.
Well, allegedly, I never had a prom dress. I know you went to how many proms, honey? 2 or 3?
No, I went to prom once. That's it. And then my senior prom, I went to the casino and got drunk with people and partied and waited for people to come home from prom, because I didn't think prom was very fun. I thought drinking was more fun.
Oh, well.
And gambling. And I was 18 by then. So then I was
and they let you, right. It was legal.
To do one of the things, not the drinking wasn't legal. But vodka sours and quarter slots with cute boys is way more fun than having to do all the prom stuff. When I was 18, that's what I think
it would be. Sisters are so mad, and they felt betrayed. And I don't blame them for feeling betrayed, because they shared everything. And all of a sudden, she kept the secret from them for over a year. And she asked them not to tell mom and dad. So a whole year of lying to them. Corey's visa was going to expire. Like I said, she felt she had to marry him. She thought if anything went wrong, they could divorce quietly, because no one in her family is divorced. They just don't do that.
This is way more of a business thing than it is, obviously. I mean, it's pretty obvious without even that backstory. Diana Lee said, I got dumped at prom. Diana Lee, you deserve better. Justice for Diana Lee. Yaya says, Evelin was screwing around with that other guy last season. Remember? The guy from her country. So they're both guilty.
Okay. Oh, Diana, you got dumped at prom. God, that is sad. Jerks. There's jerks. That's right. You're better off is right. Corey wanted her to tell her family, almost right away. But she says, no, she wanted to keep this a secret. Then things weren't working out. So then they kind of split, or they needed some space is what they called it. And she was hoping things would get better. And so her big thing is just don't tell mom and dad. Let me tell them. The sisters promised they wouldn't. They called her Mrs. Stupid. Now, these sisters are just great, because they just throw it. That one sister, she just throws it out there. I don't know if it's Lipsy or Leslie, but I think it's Lipsy.
She's sure lippy.
She is lippy, and I like her. They have a great dinner together. The sisters come, and they're at a restaurant, and he doesn't realize that she has told her sisters that they are married. And the girls, they order, Lipsy and Leslie, they order the dinner. And they're having this crab, kind of a soup thing that looked very good if you like crab. And then they ordered something else for him. So sisters just said that they wanted to talk to Corey. The sisters ordered the food. The crab is not for you, they said. We ordered you something special. So he's feeling all good. Oh, that's nice, because he's trying to get on their side. And what they ordered him was caldo di tranquito. Saldo di tranquito. It makes you a man. They told him.
Okay.
It's kind of fatty, he says. But it's a very special dish. Why are you staring at me while I'm eating? What's going on? And Lipsy says, you are eating a penis. And he looks down at it, and it's really greasy, and it's a bull's penis.
Yum.
Right about then, I would have lost it. Serious? Yeah, but I can't imagine anybody else that should eat a penis besides Corey.
Than Corey.
Eat a penis, Corey.
And then he finished it and licked the plate. The end.
The end. And he goes, is this a joke? I mean, he goes, it's really buttery and mushy and fatty and tastes like lard. She goes, no, it is penis. Evelin told us about Jenny. They should not be.
It is penis.
It is penis. No, what happened for real? You told them that we're married, so you were cheating on her. He's not telling everything to Evelin. He's got more secrets. And I'm afraid that when he went with Jenny in Peru, that maybe Jenny is going to have his child. Just a guess.
Oh my
Just a guess. I could be wrong because I think Jenny and Corey ate the penis. He apologizes to her sisters anytime you hurt her, and I am going to kill you. And that's what Lipsy said. See, so here we go back to Dateline.
Back to murder. Everyone on this show is going to die.
And the way things are going, I think that would be a good ending for it. Now, who should we go with now, honey? We just have so many people to cover. There's quite a few of these
winners. How about these two winners?
Oh my gosh. My favorite couple. Not okay. She's only 20 years old. She should not be going anywhere besides the soda shop with this guy.
The soda shop? What year is this, man?
I don't care. As a mother, I would not be sending her cross country to meet up with the likes of this guy.
Stop. The mom doesn't want her to. The mom's like, stay in my furniture store. What'd you think of that furniture store? Interesting.
Very interesting. I don't remember it.
It was like she had her friend there in episode 3, I think it was. And it was like, you're going to pretend her hot friend. She was like, you're going to find him on Facebook. And then the furniture, like the cushions didn't match. And I was like, is she selling that together? And I don't know. I wasn't used to those couches.
No, they had the two they had the two friends there. The one friend looked so young, didn't she?
She had her one friend at her mom's furniture store. She shut the gate. And then she was like, all right, I have to tell you, here, I need someone to entice him to see if he takes the bait. And she's like, you're pretty. You're the one friend he doesn't know. So they unfriend each other on Facebook. And then she went and looked through his pictures and was like, who's this girl? And it was some redhead. And she said, well, that's her female friend or his female friend. And then her friend says, oh, her female friend. And then she sees a picture of him somewhere and she said, that's somewhere in the States. And the friend says, oh, that's my opening. I'll message him and say, I'm interested in traveling and knowing where that place is. So she hits him up in the DMs to see if he'll take the bait.
They were with two friends, though. She was with two friends. She had another girl sitting on to the left of her, and then the other one in
another episode, right?
Okay. I thought it was the same one because they were talking about setting the bait.
They're the ones who gave her the idea for the bait.
Right.
And then she had to find a friend he didn't know. So she met up with that friend.
Okay.
Scorpio Nana, it's okay. You don't have to be right.
Damn, I wanted to be right on this one. I'm looking for you, Corey. I'm looking for you, Alina and Steven. Steven, Steven the Mormon, I don't know. I don't understand your way of thinking. You're not being straight up to tell her that, in fact, that you have had sex before. She thinks you're a virgin. The way you act is like about a 14-year-old boy.
When he was about to leave, so he's packing up his bedroom in the basement with his parents, and his dad had really nice compression socks on, and his mom and his brother are about to drive him to the airport. He's in his room. He's like, goodbye, room. Goodbye, Mr. Bear. He has the giant bear from Costco that I bought for the kiddos, but that's his friend that he talks to. And then
it's good that he's got a friend.
Hey, I know we got to go to the airport. I know I'm going to Turkey. Never been there. Don't speak the language. Cool. But first, I got to eat some snacks. I got to take a dump. And I got to brush my teeth. And they said, we don't have time. So he just left. So I'm like, my biggest thing through this whole episode is wondering, did Steven brush his damn teeth? Because that's disgusting. Thankfully, he's wearing a mask. But I can't wear a mask and smell someone's bad breath or possibly my own. Gross.
That would be bad, but I think the really true thing here is he should have stopped and relieved himself before he got on the plane.
Because he probably was one of those people who dumps on a plane. It's only in a necessary. Do it in the airport. You don't got, unless it's, emergency.
Oh, well, that's true. If he could hold it. But he needed snacks. Yes, that was pretty funny. I liked how he just, called out exactly what he needed to do before he left.
That's what his parents was worried about. His dad, who didn't go to the airport with him, he was like, this isn't worth it. We can't all fit in the Geo Metro or whatever she was driving.
Oh, I know. Small little thing.
With his compression socks, and he was like, I'm worried about the guy because he just does whatever he wants, and he doesn't really pay attention to authority necessarily, and he's going to break rules, and he's going to a country he's never been to. So God bless. Good luck.
I just don't think he's long for there. I just don't. I think it was very sad when she was getting ready and her mom was so upset, and the idea that she said, stay safe. And she didn't tell her mom half of it. She didn't tell her mom that he wants to date other girls. She didn't tell mom. She did tell mom about the idea that he wants them to have two separate places. He's going to stay in a hostel. Is that how you say it?
Hostel. Yep.
Hostel.
Hostel.
Hostel. Hostel. Hostel. I was in. Yeah. Okay. Hostel. And then she had a nice apartment that when they finally got together, they were so excited. They hug and kiss at the airport. He drops his bags in the middle of the door opening, so people are walking over his bags. It takes him a while to figure out, I dropped my bags. All right, go run and get the bags. He is just, I have no time for this man. I have no time for, it's all about him and his.
He doesn't have.
I call it fake faith because he's not living his faith.
Oh, so he's saying, hey, become Mormon, do this stuff. We can't have sex, but I can have sex. I'm just going to tell you later once you've already moved to a whole nother country for me.
Right.
And I'm going to deprive you and then you'll be scared. He doesn't have any regard for other people. He doesn't seem to be cognizant of the people around him. So I don't know what his deal is.
I love that word. Cognizant. So Steven the Mormon. She still feels like she's going to be in danger. She wants to feel safe, she told him. And for the life of me, I'm trying to find Steven. Steven with a V is going to Turkey because the Russian border is closed. And that's where they're going to meet up. He went to New York to Istanbul. And then Istanbul, it was from New York to Istanbul was 5,000 miles. That's a long ass haul. It looked like they served him breakfast on the plane, which looked like a hoagie sandwich that was really tough bread. There's something about him. There's a whole lot about him that I don't like. So Alina's mother is not happy with Steven, thinking that Steven cares more about his Mormon religion than her daughter. And she's right. Mom is filled with infinite anxiety. When she said that, I felt so bad for the mom. The mom just looked at her like, oh, honey, you just don't know what you're doing. And this 20-year-old thinking she's got all the answers. And I used to be that 20-year-old. I had all the answers. And it's not a pretty thing when you find out you don't have the answers.
She'll find out. Unfortunately, she'll find out the hard way. And I can't imagine, like, people in the chat are saying he looks like he smells. No, for real. He did not brush his teeth and he headed to the airport. I think he's probably like, what? He would wake you up, go, want to smell my morning breath? I just took a poop. Do you want to flush it? I left it for you. Bye, babe. And then he would just take off and you wouldn't see him for the rest of the day. How has this man had intercourse? Who had intercourses with him, Nana?
I want to see these people. And I'm hoping they're people. I hope that bear in his bedroom has seen better days.
Oh, no, he's a bear humper. Kemi says, my sister said she's convinced Steven's a catfish because he looks so different with long hair. Ooh, he does look different. He looked much better even when we were looking at his Facebook when her friend was trying to kind of see if he took the bait. And usually I like the long hair on guys, not on him. I just don't get why, Alina. You're only 20. Why are you rushing to the altar or to Turkey to be with some long-haired strange man who's just like, I pooped, like, what's the reason for the season, miss?
He gets up away from a picnic table and says, I have to fart, and walks behind everybody and farts and then goes like this. I mean, that's what 10-year-old boys do. Are you kidding? But they'll just sit there and do it. So they sit down.
Maybe he's double pregnant, because he said if you have intercourses while you're pregnant, what if you get double pregnant, huh?
See, we talked about that, Chell. It isn't possible. It is not possible. So, and Linda Anderson liked my hoping there are people, but the way he
just
said,
throwing in the little good shade at the end. I love it.
Honey, that was, the way he said goodbye to that bear. Okay. I'm just saying.
Not pretty. Poor bear. That bear's like, never come back. He's going to burn the house down while he's gone. So he doesn't have a home to come back to.
They sit down, they talk about safe travel and the Russian tradition. Mom doesn't understand why Steven wants to live separately. She's saying this to her daughter. She feels Steven's abandoning her daughter. Masha is sending him flirty messages. She's not sure she can trust him.
Hot Masha is there, and she's like, all right, I'll do it. I'll try to entice your weird fiance.
I don't know why you want him, but yes.
Yep. She's like, I want him. I don't trust him. He's already said he wanted to date other people. He's about to tell me he's had the intercourses with lots of people and isn't true to his faith as much. But I think I'm going to take the risk, take a chance, and go to Turkey.
She is at 20 years old. Stay where you're at. Date people around your area, not this guy. They're in the taxi. It's their first night. He's staying in the apartment with her, but he didn't want to. He wanted to go to the hostel. And she will not feel comfortable alone, she told him.
I wouldn't either.
She's standing her ground, and I give her credit for this. She will not feel comfortable alone. She wants to feel safe. Steven takes out his Bible the first night and reads passages from his Bible. This is not what she expected.
What a boring first date. I'm sorry, but granted, Alina, I mean, this is kind of what you signed up for. You knew it. But this is what this dude's going to do. He's going to read you the Bible and then go bang other chicks. That sounds pretty unfair.
That's right. That's right. That's in Proverbs. They are at the hotel, and he is going to sleep on the couch, he said. He says it's very nice. He takes his shoes off.
Did you hear that, Nana? He was like, have you seen any teddy bears in the new apartment? Have you seen any?
I haven't, but he took her shoes off, which tells me that he's got some kind of foot fetish too. Okay. But first,
probably is on those like feet websites. That's where he met his other ladies that he was been with, allegedly.
Allegedly. Their first night, there's no chaperones. They get all excited. I'll stay here tonight. Tomorrow will be the hostel. You are not staying at the hostel. I don't feel safe. I'm trying to prepare you for baptism, he said. Really? Okay.
It's so creepy. I must prepare you for baptism. We must washeth your genitalias and keepeth you. I think Rowan and other people saying in the chat, this is just a cover. I think you guys are right for him to be in Turkey, hook up, live this teddy bear hooking up lifestyle, this one, that one, the other one. But while maybe even lying to himself and his creator and saying, no, I'm fine. I came here for this woman, and all the stuff I do on the side and the times I go out and people I hook up with, they don't count because I washed this woman clean and turned her. Maybe he thinks converting her to Mormonism is like such a plus that Joseph Smith will forgive him for his indiscretions.
That's a good way. That's a good way to do it. He is such a phony. I noticed that we do have 118 people. I can see the numbers now, but let's just take a minute. Let's close our eyes. Just relax. Big deep breaths with everyone in the chat, and then look at your screen and hit the like button. Okay, we'll keep going. Wasn't that refreshing? Oh, that worked for me.
I feel like Harry Krishna, what is it?
Hare Krishna, Hari, Hare Krishna, Rami, something like that.
I like that. I
liked it. It reminded me of the Mass in Latin.
It seems more fun than reading the Bible with Steven.
Anything would be more fun than being with Steven. You're not staying at the hostel. she keeps saying this to him. I'm trying to prepare you for baptism. He says, test your faith. I'll lock the door for tonight so we don't do any scoodilly poop.
Oh my God. If your man can't say sex, intercourse, make love, whatever you want to say, even bang, scoodily poop, you don't deserve a wiener if you are calling sex scoodily poop.
Scoodily poop. Where did you come up with that? And if you're calling it scoodily poop,
that's
you're on the wrong
sex.
You're on the wrong side. Flip her over. Anyway, means to have sex.
Oh my God, Nana.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. You're on a roll tonight.
I'm so sorry.
You're on
Breathe
a roll.
and hit the like, people. Run, Alina, run. Cancel the hostel for tomorrow, she said. He hasn't told her that he's not a virgin. Russian scriptures he starts to read. They go to bed in separate rooms. He upsets me by talking about staying in separate places. Oh, that poor girl. I'm telling you, Steven doubts that she wants to be baptized. Really? How can you say that to me? He's the one that's not committed, she's thinking. And that's true, honey. He's going to try to trick
her. Every time she questions him, he's going to go, well, maybe you're just not serious about this. He's going to play those kind of messed up head games with her. She goes,
Mind games.
I am. Mind games, yeah. Steven,
but you know what we say to that? Oh, skiddly poop. They go on a walk. They leave the apartment. They go on a walk. And he just got out of the shower. He wanted to make sure that she saw him in a towel. I wasn't impressed. He gets dressed. Pick out some clothes that match yours. What? Okay. She throws him some clothes. They walk out of the apartment. There's a swimming pool there. He says, oh, it's so hot. I feel like swimming. And he jumps in the pool. What? I mean, is this man afraid that he is not going to be signed up for the next gig here on 90 Day? Just wants to do outrageous things because that was the stupidest thing I saw. So he takes this nice shower. You see him
free-spirited and cool. He's just so fun.
She should have Skiddly poop. She should have jumped in and said, okay, I'm baptized. That's what she should have done.
Should have drowned him.
Allegedly. Allegedly, we're back to Dateline.
Dateline.
Steven doubts that she wants to be baptized. Okay, we went through that. They go on this walk. He jumps in the pool. He's a putz. They're going to see his hostel. And he's standing there in the courtyard. There's skulls. There's just, it looks kind of weird.
Wet farted. Ha ha. Because I'm wet. Ha ha. No, Steven.
I don't want you to stay here, she says. If he can't control himself around me, he won't be able to control himself around the girls in the hostel. He says, I'll cancel my booking. These two need help. If mom is watching this, fly there, get her and get her home. Get away from this guy.
Before she gets skiddly poop-de-dooped.
I know. I'm telling you.
Get a marinky dinky dink. Get a marinky doo.
What was that from? Was that Girl Scouts or something?
I love you. I think so. Back in Girl Scouts or elementary school.
I thought it was too.
Doop-de-doop, scuddly poop-de-doop. What's he called again? Scuddly poop? Scuddly doop?
Excuse me. I have to go back. Scoodly poop. Scoodly poop.
Scoodly poop-de-poop-de-poop. Scoodly poop-de-poop. Steven loves sex. Oh, Stevie.
So hang on to your virginity, Lena. Don't give it up to this numbnuts. So who do we have? Give us another name. Give us another name. We're just ready to rock and roll.
These two.
Oh, Armando. Oh,
Kenny.
Oh, Steven. Oh, this is Kenneth and Armando. Let me find them. We have two different ones that we're doing. Kenny and Armando. Kenny's daughter, Cassie, comes to visit. Skiddly.
Yes.
And it's been over a year since he's seen his kids and grandson, Cooper. He is really homesick. Yes.
He's really homesick. I'm sorry, interrupt. He's really homesick. End of the line makes a great point. That Steven with a V is a lot like Paul and Karine. Remember Paul and his run? If you watched him running.
Yes.
He's creepy like that.
End of the
Pyro
line. You are
Paul.
so right. You are
He's
so
so
right.
similar to Pyro Paul. He's just a little more upbeat than Pyro Paul, but both creepy,
Oh, very
allegedly.
creepy. Oh my gosh. You're right. I didn't make that connection. But the minute you said Paul and the running, oh yes,
Pyro
that's him.
Paul. Yes.
Now Ann Strickland saying this is her favorite couple, Kenneth and Armando. I
They're the
like
best
them
ones.
too. I really do. I think they're so cute together. And I love that the daughter Cassie came to see her dad, and she misses her dad. You know, he's never been away, but more
She's like,
maybe
I have to do all the keeping together of the family now. And I was like, oh, she must be the oldest.
I know, well, or the only girl, you know.
Yeah.
You're either the oldest or the only girl to have to come up with these rules that you have to do for the family, because she really doesn't. But in her heart, she wants to keep the family together, even though dad ran to Mexico to be with his lover, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
I get it. But Armando has to be a stand-up kind of guy too now. And he has to stand up to his parents. And mom's okay, but dad is not buying this idea of them being together. And now that they're talking about this big wedding, Armando is, Kenneth does not want this big wedding. Armando wants this huge wedding, which, you don't have to have this huge wedding.
Nana
Armando.
says, oh, that hurt.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to, honey. Nobody remembers this shit. Cassie asks how he likes living here. Kenny misses his family so much. Kenny hasn't been completely honest with Armando about being so homesick.
He's just so homesick.
He's just so homesick. It's kind of like, Eileen, where were you going with that? Okay, don't. And you can just fill in, because I'm going to just do a little Kenny, where are you? Kenny and Armando, here they are. And this is season 3. This is episode 4. We're going to kind of just bring it together. They arrive at Armando's parents' house with both their daughters, which I thought was really nice. They're bringing the kids, and mom tells them dad went to the store. He comes out soon after, so we know that is a lie. Mom was trying to cover for dad, because maybe he wasn't going to.
That's it. I'm going to come out, or maybe it was
come
for
out.
dramatic effect. But we do know that his dad hasn't fully accepted, him and this relationship. But him coming out, just like Cheryl said in the chat, and seeing the dad embrace them both, that was actually a nice moment in this 90-day toxicity.
I thought it was too. And they just hugged and they hugged. And then the mom right away says, well, say hello to his daughter. I will, just a minute. And he's still hugging his son. And then he goes over to Cassie and gives her a hug. And she says, so nice to meet you. Then he walks over to Kenneth and gives him a hug. And I thought that was very nice. I really like that. They talk about Armando wants this to work with his family, and all of a sudden it is. Dad's happy, everybody's happy to see them. Both daughters are there, Cassidy and Hannah. So when dad gives Armando that huge hug, it just made me smile, because I thought, oh, it's his way of saying it's going to be okay. That's how I felt.
Yeah, Anne in the chat says baby steps. It's baby steps. It's a step in the direction that they would like to go, which is the right direction, I think.
That's right. He's decent to Kenny for a change. They have a meal at their house, and the meal looked awesome. Didn't it look good? Mm-hmm. See, I like when they show the food, kids. I like to see what these people are eating. I didn't have to see the bull's penis, but I did.
You enjoyed it.
I'm glad. I'm hoping that little piece of meat wasn't the whole penis. I felt bad for that bull. I'm hoping that they had cut it up. But in this, it looks like they had some potatoes and things, and it just looks like such a good feast that mom put out there for everybody. So Kenny's daughter, Cassie, starts to cry. She misses her dad so much, and I feel bad for her, because I think she would, best case scenario, they both, Armando and his daughter, come back to the United States and live there, but I don't think that's going to happen.
That wouldn't be good maybe for Armando, whose mom didn't see him in a year too, and she said she missed him. And so someone has to take the, either they both, I guess, unless they move to somewhere completely new, then they both would be homesick.
Yeah, that's not good either, though. But Florida and Mexico, it's so far away from each other.
Just get your family to move to Mexico.
Oh, Well, I don't know if that's
Done and done.
Done and done. Kenny's very disappointed that Armando hasn't mentioned the wedding. You know, he's sitting there, he's waiting for it. And things were going so well that Armando didn't want to kind of jinx it. He didn't want to do that. He thought everything's going so well, I'll just leave it and talk about it later. That's kind of sad, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, baby steps. I mean,
I guess
too much on him, I guess. And he knows his family best. So
that's true. And to see it all work and the whole family be together, I thought that was so nice. We do see in this next episode coming up that Armando is talking to his dad about this. So anyway, and who else should we talk about, honey? We have some, I don't think we talked about Pizza Girl.
These two, Pizza Girl and her cheating beau who may or may not have died in the hurricane. He didn't. Spoiler alert, he didn't. But she opens up that she has lost a lot of people in her life, which kind of explains her bad decision making.
It really does. She has lost a husband, a mom, very quickly. She said a dad. And
friend,
so, a friend unexpectedly. You're right. So that's a lot of people to lose. And she was saying that some of her friends haven't had any loss, so they don't understand that.
So she's going to go kill people so that they can feel how she feels. Thus, the Dateline theme stays intact for every couple. Murder is the case. Okay?
Isn't that a song? Murder is the case.
Murder was the case that they gave me. Yes, that was a Snoop Dogg song.
Thank you.
I got my mama and my daddy and my homies in my corner. It's going to take a miracle, they say, for me to walk again and talk again. But anyway, yep, that's a good one. Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder.
I just had a deja vu.
Murder was the case that they gave me. Murder.
I had a deja vu and we were back on 6th Street, honey.
And I was in my room bumping Murder Was the Case. And you're like, Jolene's got her nice tunes on. Those are some
they're so nice.
Snoop Diggity Dog and his murder song.
I like that Snoop Diggity Dog. So Ellie, Pizza Girl, she's watching her phone for the weather in Provincia. Victor called her at midnight and told her that it is going to be a category 5 is what they're talking now. Girlfriends comes over to comfort Ellie. The whole island has lost power. Ellie is terrified of what happened on the island. Her mind is in a dark place. Ellie, since you've met Victor, your mind has been in a dark place. She received a voice message saying he is okay and his family's okay. She's leaving to Colombia. She's not taking much. She just wants to see him. She wants to make sure he's okay.
She has to get there close enough to him because she's like, I can't just sit here. It's been 2 days. She doesn't know if he's dead or alive.
Well, honey, just sit back. Save the money from the airfare. I wouldn't have just taken off. She thinks she's going to go find him on an island, and it wouldn't be that island.
Victor's girlfriend who he lied to me about having because he said she just made him be in a relationship with her. Hello,
Victoria, where are you?
He just wanted to see if that lady that cheated with him made it out of the hurricane.
I have a hard time with her. I just have a hard time with Ellie.
Thought that maybe he didn't shack up with his sister like he said and his mom, but maybe with a side piece. And that's how he stayed alive.
I totally agree because he couldn't even remember the name of a sink. I was under that thing you do dishes with. Well, that sounds like something, a thing that you do dishes in. That sounds like cheater. Victor, I just wrote on here, run Pizza Girl, run back home. Ellie takes a cold shower. She is in San Andreas.
Mm-hmm.
And hasn't found him yet. She goes shopping to buy clothes for people in Providencia.
That's where he lives, where they were supposed to live in their house. That's right by the beach that most likely was destroyed during the hurricane.
So he can't show her all the work he's done for $5,000, and he doesn't even have a bathroom
yet. He can show it at his side piece's house where he put the money in. Allegedly.
Well, that's allegedly.
Allegedly.
She has not heard from him in 5 days. She's starting to panic. Does he have water? Does he have shelter? Does he have food?
Does he have new vagina?
He's got a whole lot of new vagina.
He's getting that hurricane vagina.
She gets a phone call from Victor. Oh, happy days, because we see her that she's taken this cold shower. She says it's better than
Coffee,
what did she
caffeine.
say? Caffeine. What? Nothing's better than caffeine. Stop
How dare
it.
you? How dare you, pizza girl? How dare you disparage Hannah's favorite beverage, coffee?
It is. It is. Folgers. It's the richest kind. I love my Folgers. Okay. She gets a cold. She gets a phone call from Victor. I'm so happy you're okay. I'm at the airport. Come get me. So she acts like a teenager, takes a taxi to the airport. And this is where she starts talking about all the losses she had. She lost her mom. She lost her dad. She lost her husband. She lost her friend. She feels alone. She feels she's getting a second chance with Victor. Honey, with Victor, you're going to have a second and a third and a fourth and a fifth chance because he's going to just keep giving you reasons to doubt him.
Yep. And you'll have to take him back if you so choose, which I think you will. And even her friend, when she dropped off at the airport, I was like, don't go back on your, I think she just felt so bad for this category 5 that she was like, I'm sorry. And I'm going to miss you, friend. And, you know, and he survived this thing. And I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions. You didn't jump to conclusions. You jumped to facts. He did, in fact, cheat. He did, in fact, not just cheat. He had a whole ass relationship with another lady, lied about it till he couldn't lie about it anymore. Even when he couldn't lie about it, he still lied about it. But then finally he was like, she made me do it. The vagina made me do it.
I know. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. It was that dirty tramp that he was going with. Ellie meets him at the airport. Ellie is crying. I don't believe Victor. He's very shady, I said to myself. We're going to find out more about him. Category 5 hurricane. He survived. It's too bad.
Wow.
Okay, then we're going to see what's happening. Something more is going to happen with Binny. Let's see what's going to happen to Victor and Ellie. Look at the devastation of the hurricane next time. Now that will be sad. That will be sad.
Are they going to Provencia next time so that she can see where she's actually going to live?
It appears that that's what they're doing because it's just leveled. The whole thing is leveled. It's very sad to see. And then next week, we're going to see Armando talking to Dad. We're going to see Binny visit a holy water site with his beloved. And we see some strange girl standing behind her naked. We don't understand that, but she's becoming drenched with this holy water to take all the impurities out of her.
Wait, is this Alina?
Yeah. No, this is Binny. This is Binny.
The previews for the next episode.
Okay, so. This is Binny, and Binny's main squeeze is what? What's Binny's?
Areola.
Areola. Areola is under the water with a naked chick behind her. They have her boobs blocked out, but
all blurred.
We don't know. We don't know why they're Nana. There. So that next week should be very good. Sumit's family are telling him again they're not accepting Jenny. What? Duh. Okay, we know that's happening.
He's older than his parents. They don't like it. I don't blame them, but also I blame him.
I blame him. He's not a stand-up guy. We haven't seen a lot of stand-up guys here. We've seen stand-up sisters. I like the sisters. Lipsy and Lindsay, or whatever the hell their names are. I like them. You know, I hope they're back on 90 Day next year, but next season, but not this penis eating guy, that Corey.
Not the penis eating guy, man.
And we'll just call him Peg, penis eating guy. Hey, Peg.
Oh my God. Any pegs?
Any pegs? So I think we've gone through everybody. If we have missed somebody, please tell me.
Nope. We're all caught up with everybody. We did all the couples. We got through the 2 episodes. And now next week we have episode 5 coming up. And yeah, so Nana, lots of people are loving your, now that we're done recapping the episodes, lots of people are loving your hair. And also we need an update on your giant bush, please.
Oh, thank you. Now I love my hair too. I went to Heather. That's Linda's daughter-in-law.
Producer Linda.
And she just did a marvelous job. She did this, where they massage your head in the shampoo bowl. I'm telling you, Oh,
Did you have that thing?
1971 head rushes. 1971 head rushes. It was the bomb. Oh my God, I can still feel it. Anyway, it was very good. And she was very good. And I loved getting my hair cut finally. Okay.
So how's your giant bush?
Take a look yourself. Do you see it behind me?
It's flourishing.
It is
It has a mini bush growing off of it.
Well, I'll tell you about that mini bush. It's one that I had outside on a table, and it is, I'm trying to think, not dahlias, but I'll think about it. They're great big flowers that come. I can't think of the name. It's a cute name. They're orange, they're yellow. All right, get back to me. No, nothing like that. They're big. Anyway, we'll get back to it. But they won't flower now, but maybe they'll flower in the winter time when it's by the window like that. But the bush is doing great. It's doing just great. I'm not taking in as many plants from outside and bringing them in. That was a pain in the ass. I was the only one up here watering them. What I'd like to do this year is to put up my little plants die. I would like to. The
theme of the episode is die.
I would like to put up my little village with the little train. So
Christmas?
Yes. And then we can watch the little train go around.
The plants.
And it's a wonderful life. That's what the village is.
Yeah,
and,
I love that.
And it really is. And it really is.
Is it an orchid or a peony?
Peonies? No, but no, not the peonies. I just I can see it in my head. That's okay.
We'll just keep guessing. So your giant bush is flourishing. You're thinking about putting a train and a Christmas set around it.
Yes. Well, like the little houses like I had, and that's where I used to put it, and it was a perfect little spot for it. And the kids just love putting the little people all around, and they're all doing different things. To me, those little tiny villages, they're so cute.
You have the ice skating rink where the little guys skate on. That's my favorite part of the village.
See, now you can put your little Post-it notes on that, and maybe you'd like that after I die. That would be nice remembrance.
Okay, thank you.
Speaking, it's not no, it isn't. It's Gerbea daisies. That's what it is. Gerbea, Gerbera, Gerbea daisies. That's what they are. Okay. Yes, Gerbea daisies. There's no flower in there right now. No, but I love hydrangeas. Oh,
me too. I can never say it. I call it hydrangea.
Oh my God, that's in It's a Wonderful Life. I'm over here. I'm in the hydrangea bushes. Okay. Anyway. Oh, so many things.
Nana, now we go to the very popular segment. I have to change my banner and I have to find it here. Who's Dead with Nana?
I don't have many, which is kind of a nice thing.
That's good.
We did lose a wonderful comic, Norm Macdonald. He was 61 years old, only 61. He was born in Canada. His birthday was October 17th, 1959. He died on September 14th, 2021. He died of colon cancer. He had it for 10 years, never mentioned to anyone that he had cancer. And all these other comics are coming out saying, I thought I was close to Norm and he never said anything. And they said that would be Norm, not to say anything. So rest in peace. It's so sad when 61. I mean,
I know. The only story I have about Norm Macdonald is I regularly, when I lived in Arizona, opened for Kevin Nealon when he came into town.
I loved him. Oh my God, he's cute.
And for some reason, I had the hardest time telling the difference between Kevin Nealon and Norm Macdonald. So I was always terrified that when I brought Kevin to the stage, I was going to call him Norm Macdonald. So I would sit on the side of the stage every show, and I opened for him quite a bit. And I would go, Kevin Nealon, not Norm Macdonald, Kevin Nealon, because I kept wanting to call him Norm Macdonald, but I never got to meet him. My closest, I've been at shows that he was at. He was a judge on Last Comic Standing when Andy was a finalist.
Yes.
My friend Andy Erickson on the last season they had of Last Comic Standing. So when we went to her taping, he was there, and Roseanne Barr, and I forgot who the other judge was. But yeah, I never really got to meet him. But I always feared I was going to call Kevin Nealon.
I remember you saying that, and I remember we were way in the back, And your dad was freaking out because he saw the enormity of the house. This wasn't a
Tempe
small.
Improv.
This wasn't a small little comedy club. I didn't tell him.
This was the biggest place Dad had ever seen me perform, and it sat 500, I think 600 before, after it did renovations. But that was like the first or second time I opened for him, and then Dad was in the back, and he was very like, you didn't tell me there's this many people, because they had the main floor seats all the way to the back, and then they also have a balcony. So I don't know how it's set up now. I haven't been there for a while, but
he walked in, and I thought he was gonna just go into convulsions. I'm not kidding. He just looked at me and said, "Oh my God, you didn't tell me it was this big."
It's way easier performing for large audiences than small, because you have a better chance of laughter, and laughter's contagious. But those small audiences, those can be rough sets, because you get a couple people, ha ha, and if they're spread out and they're like, ha ha, ha ha, you know, you want that. But if you die, which they say in comedy, if you don't do well, you're dying up here in front of a large audience, it's pretty painful. It's pretty painful.
Well, we were just so darn proud. I just can't even tell you. We sat back and we're watching you, and he goes, "Do you believe she's doing this?" You know, he's trying to not talk out loud, but kind of doing this. And I go, "I can't believe it either. Look at this." And then afterwards, after your set and stuff, and after Kevin, then you came back and sat with us, and everybody's staring at us like, "You know her?" And I went to the side to this one guy. I go, "It's my daughter."
Nana bragging. Yeah,
it wasn't.
Love Norm Macdonald.
Oh, it wasn't a vaginal birth, but
it wasn't a vaginal. Did you call it a vaginal?
Vaginal birth.
It's a vaginal. I was a C-section. It wasn't a vaginal.
It wasn't a vaginal birth. It's a C-section. I mean, it's sad when you get to this age and you screw up on names and you screw up on pronunciations. Okay.
Well, Cheryl said you're new here. Welcome. You live in Phoenix. I lived in Scottsdale for like 6 or 7 years, and I very much enjoyed my time there and did lots of comedy, and it was fun.
Oh, I loved Phoenix. I loved Tempe. I liked Tempe. At that college town.
ASU is, yeah. Linda's saying Jane Powell died this week at 92. I was in a show with her back in the 70s. Who's Jane Powell? Am I stupid? I don't.
No, she is, well, needless to say, Jane Powell is an actress from dark-haired. I'm trying to remember what she'd be, and she's very busty. Am I thinking the right one? Jane Powell. Busty. Very busty and vaginal. No, she's very busty.
Very vaginal.
Jane
she's
Powell.
Beautiful.
But I was in a show with her back in the 70s. How exciting, Linda.
Nana,
how exciting. Okay. Tell me, I know
share my screen here.
So yeah, thank you.
Do this. Okay, so she's an American actress, singer, and dancer who first appeared in Metro Goldwyn Mayer musicals in the 1940s. Powell emerged from a difficult childhood to appear in films, television, and stage that feature her soprano voice and the girl next door image. She was a veteran of the golden age of Hollywood. Look at what a beauty.
I am so sorry to hear that. I missed that, Linda. I missed that. And good for you. I mean, you were in a show with her back in the 70s. How exciting.
Yes. How cool.
How exciting.
Musicals dies. But she, 92, but still.
I'm wondering if that would be about the same age as like Debbie Reynolds. I bet that's because they both came up in an MGM, you know.
Mm-hmm. And Debbie Reynolds, Carrie Fisher's mom.
Oh, and Lyndon, I saw Carrie Fisher.
Is her daughter Billie Lourd, I think is her name, and she's in American Horror Story, and I love her. And she just had a baby within the last year, and she has a husband now, and so yeah.
Well, I wonder what she named the baby. Would she have named it after her mom or her grandma at all? The son. Okay.
I believe she had a boy.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. Yeah.
So a boy named Debbie. Okay, never mind.
Are you like a boy named Sue?
I was thinking of Jane Russell because because I said
Nana loves boobs.
I think boobs are exciting. I think they can be powerful. They're very powerful. Yeah. She was in South Pacific with her. How exciting, Linda. Oh my God. There's our birthday boy. We mentioned you, baby. Happy birthday, Shane. Late to the stream, did we mention Anthony Johnson? Now, Anthony Johnson, now is this
the actor from Friday.
Is this someone that passed?
You got knocked the F out. Remember the movie Friday? You got knocked the F out. You know how I always have you say, what is the thing?
Anthony
Craig,
Johnson.
what do you always say?
You ain't gotta lie, Craig.
Yeah, you ain't got a lie, Craig. That's from Friday.
Oh.
So the actor Shane is talking about is everyone's helping Nana out with her Dead with Nana. Anthony
Oh,
Johnson
that's so
dead
nice.
at 55.
55.
His rep says our BH family is saddened about the loss of an amazing, iconic, legendary legend in comedy. Our client and friend Anthony A.J. Johnson. The rep adds, we are praying for those that were touched by his comedy, acting, but most of all, his life. We are especially praying for his beloved wife, children, siblings, and manager. So he's best known for his roles in House Party, which, do you know who was in House Party movies, Nana?
No, I didn't watch those.
House Party 1, 2, 3, Kid and Play. No? Do you ever see
No.
Class Act? That's a classic that me and your son, Billy, we love. Class Act.
No. I remember you loving Saved by the Bell, but I don't remember Class Act.
Okay. Ice Cube said, tweeted, sad to wake up to the news about AJ passing away. Naturally funny dude who was straight out of Compton at the same time. Sorry, I couldn't bring your character back to the big screen in last Friday. So,
well, that's very sad. 55. That's so young. And again, Shane, happy birthday. Happy birthday to every girl and boy.
It doesn't say what happened to him. It just says, it talks about his career. You guys are asking what happened.
Yeah.
It doesn't really say. So I'm not sure what.
I don't know. Oh, hi, Bonnie. I've missed Bonnie. I think.
Yes, and yeah, Bonnie's been here a while.
I'm sorry. I just looked over at the chat because I thought,
good girl.
Focus.
He's survived by his wife, Lexus, 3 children, and his 2 siblings. So very sad. Very sad.
That is sad.
Remember, Kid and Play.
And what is Kid and Play, you guys? Is it a show?
They were in the movies, House Party, and Class Act, like me and Billy liked. And I'll pull them up and see if you remember.
Well, honey, do you remember when you and Bill would go to a movie? You know, you guys would go to the movies, and I'd say, are you guys going to the show? And they go, a show? That's what we would call it. We were going to the show, not a movie. Yeah.
They're hip hop anonymousers. They're hip hoppers, Nana. So this is Kid and Play. They're still alive.
Okay.
Remember them? Do you remember Kid?
I remember Kid.
Play.
I remember that hairdo. Yes.
And they have a dance, the Kid and Play, and I used to practice it. And then you grab and you go around in a circle and you go back with your legs and you go forward.
I did that with Brian Christopher. Brian Christopher slots.com. Okay. Get my own plug in there.
Get your own plug for Brian Christopher. Yes, they do the signature dance move. I still know this dance move well. I used to love to do that with the Running Man and the Roger Rabbit and all the great dance moves of the late 80s, early 90s.
You guys grew up in a fun time. I think you did. I really do.
We did.
I know us, baby boomers, we always think we grew up at the best time, which I thought we did because we didn't know anything else. But certainly we had the best music. So, okay.
Yeah, I had the best music for sure. I did.
I see, and I think we did. But, every generation thinks that,
Mm-hmm. Except for this one. Just kidding. They probably do too.
Do they have new music out? Because I'm not listening to it.
I just listen to my old music. So
do I.
I don't know. All right, you guys. Well, that does it for me and Nana on this lovely Monday evening. We will be back next Monday for more 90 Day with Nana. We'll be back this Friday covering the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, waiting for Jen Shaw's epic arrest to occur. Tomorrow night, I'll be going live with the one and only Busy Blue. We'll be recapping some YouTubia. Nana, there was a parody done about me and Busy. But it was a misunderstood. These people didn't know how to do a parody. It was very tragic.
Okay. I was going to say
Kingdom by Gwen Stefani.
Okay. I'm not sure what that means.
It was not good.
Okay.
Not everyone's funny. Not everyone's talented in that way. Some people are better at other things. Leave the comedy to the comedians. But it was an A for effort.
Oh, that was very nice of you.
And the lady that played me, although I wouldn't have picked her, she did look very nice.
Well, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. But it was a massive failure.
Okay, massive failure.
It was a massive failure. However,
how nice of you. So they were MFers, is what you're saying. Massive failures.
It wasn't funny.
Okay.
Yeah, it just wasn't entertaining. But I could give tips, but I think they would fall on deaf
ears. Okay.
You can't help everybody. But
you can't be everybody's everything, sweetie. You just can't.
Yeah, not everyone's naturally funny like Nana. It's not. Yeah, it's a lot of. I think there's some substances that are telling people allegedly that they're very funny, and so I watched it.
Oh, honey. Well, NyQuil Nana. I'm NyQuil. I think I'm hilarious. So there you go.
It also was racist. So there you go. It's hard to be funny while being racist. It is a very hard thing to do.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
But we will talk about it tomorrow a little bit. I mean, there's not much to talk about other than it was a massive failure. But we do have other recaps in store because lots have been happening in the YouTube season 3 world. Not necessarily all entertaining, but luckily Busy and I make it entertaining. We really help the community and the world. You get it, Nana.
I do get it. I do get it. And I love, and maybe you want to mention this to Busy. There's a lot of times when you and Busy are on and I will pop on just to say hello. I don't see him doing that for a 90 day with Nana.
You think he should be supporting us. I will reach out to Busy and say, listen.
I'm not trying to throw shade on him. I'm just trying to say, Busy, you could pop on and go, hi, this is Busy. Hi, Nana. And I do that with you guys. I don't listen, a lot. I'll hit like, I'll listen for a while. People are so nice. I go, oh, Nana's here, hi, guys. And then I'll go, oh, it's too late for me, guys. Night. But Busy, I think you could do that.
There is no drama. Listen, that would be more entertaining YouTube beef than the beef we have going on right now. Right now, we just have, do you know, Nana, there are ladies who just scream the C word at each other on the internet because some guy is doing it. So they're like, yeah, you're a C word. You're a C word. Stay away, Nana. Don't ever look.
I'm not.
Nana. Don't ever look.
That's not, anyone can say those words, and that it takes a true good person and a person that has a good comedy sense to get away from those words. Make it funny. Anybody can use those words. They're not that funny.
Yep. No, all you have to do is be racist, call women the C word, and call people fat. And that is comedy according to the parodies of the beef.
That's too bad.
So, yeah.
That is too bad. I'm trying to think what else I could eat tonight before I go to bed. I wish I was close. I wish I was closer to a Taco John's.
Pizza. I have leftover pizza. Oh. And Nana, did you see that Lala quoted you? You can't be everyone's everything.
Oh, thank you.
Nana.
No, it just, we say it all the time. You just can't be everybody's everything. You'd like to try, but it isn't worth it. It causes too much heartache, too much anxiety. Just, be yourself and run with it.
Yeah, you guys. So tomorrow, Sip and Key, join us 6 p.m. Me and Nana, Friday night, 5:30, and then I'll be going live. Big Brother's almost over, and I'm going to start recapping the circle for my Patreon. So we got busy times ahead, guys. Lots of good stuff coming up. Thank you for joining us. Nana, you were fantastic, as always.
Oh, my gosh. How nice. Thank you. I think it's because I was having a good hair day,
Your hair is very full. It's very
And then these bumps in my sweater. Everybody wants bumps in their sweater. So anyway, good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Again, if you guys want to, in the chat, to look over and go, gee, did I hit like? Well, I better now. Or say, happy birthday, Shane. That would be so nice. Shane would appreciate that. Nar, I'm pretty sure a Taco John's about 10 minutes from you. It is, honey. It is.
Does it close at 10?
It probably does, honey. You get to this age, you don't want to get out and you want to get up and get in the car, and it's a rainy night. It's a rainy night in Georgia. So, yeah.
It's a rainy night. I was a vaginal birth, And we will catch you all next week. That's why I am such a perfect human. I wasn't a vaginal birth. I was the opposite of a vaginal birth.
I am going to learn my lady parts and report back on Friday.
Love you, Nana. Love you guys. Thank you for the super chats.
Love you. Love you,
Smash the
Joleen.
like on the way out if you haven't already, and subscribe to Joleen Vlogs. Bye, everyone.
Peace.